Welcome to another episode of the Coach Simmons Show. Today we have a very good show in hand. The Knicks come back from 29 down. Greatest comeback in finals history. We have Lionel on. He's a former executive, 30 years in the NFL. We're going to talk Myles Garrett. We're going to talk about everything that's going on with this Zorsby conversation. We're going to get into some Tua Penix conversation. But Coach, talking about this Knicks, you didn't give them a shot going into this, so I'm not going to hold you to it. I told you, Coach, they have a shot. They just seem like that team that they're destined to win a championship, and now they're up 3-1. And let me tell you something. The Spurs are the better team. 100%. I just think the inexperience is really showing with this team. They're very, very young, and their coach is very inexperienced. And if they had Coach Popovich, I think this series looks a little bit different than what it looks like right now.
Oh, they had Coach Popovich, it'd be a sweep.
Yeah.
Listen.
I can't disagree.
I'm gonna get this off my chest. NBA players are the worst teammates on planet Earth. They the worst. They so selfish. They know damn well they want to shoot the ball. I'm gonna keep shooting threes anyway. They know damn well it's no way I got a 7'5" guy. I'm outside 3-point line. You got a guy watching me with 4 fouls in the third quarter. I ain't gonna go to the block and give him the 5th foul.
But you don't think that falls more on Mitch Johnson not coaching these guys?
It does. The problem in the NBA is this. The NBA is the only league where the stars run the league. So you just can't say things to stars, right? How many times you heard about the James Harden, remember? Oh, we just can't put him on the bench because he can't get, it's James Harden. So I'm gonna lose the game because it's James Harden? And I think James Harden's great. He's the first ballot Hall of Famer.
He sucks.
Yeah, but now he does. Defensively.
He's always
yeah, but I don't think he always sucked. But I'm just saying, like, in general, but what he did and the type of way he plays.
Don't get me started on James Harden.
Yeah. But my thing is this. It is the NBA Finals. How do contracts work in pro football, pro basketball, pro any of these sports? You're winning in the playoffs for the love of winning. All your money you got is in the regular season. So I'm the coach. I'm saying, look here, man. Y'all take another shot. I'm going to put the worst player on this team out there, and I know he ain't going to take the shot. If they just waited to 5 seconds before they took a shot and missed it, they would have won the game by 10. They were shooting threes with 20 seconds left on a shot clock. I'm like, what are you doing? And then, the last play, we don't box out. They teach that in 2U basketball. We don't box out through inbounder. Okay, the best player missed a shot. We don't box him out. If we box him out, the game is over. It's straight over. This is fundamental basketball. Fundamental basketball. And they're talking about the Knicks won. No, the Spurs lost. 100% lost. 100%. It's terrible. It's terrible. Like I said, Mike Brown, I said it before. Mike Brown, you the man. Correct? You the man. He's out coaching this guy. But to sit there, I couldn't lose a 29-point lead. Yeah, I'm not a basketball guy.
I just don't understand. And I agree with you, Coach. Jacking up threes with 20 seconds left in the, or 50, it was like more like 16, 17 seconds left on the shot clock, 15 sometimes. Why not slow down the game? You're up by 29. Going into the fourth quarter.
They was up by 20 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
They was up by 20 in the fourth.
Yeah, at some point they got, going into the 4:15, they jumped out to 20 with like 7 minutes left in the game.
I just used the clock.
Yeah. Don't get it.
And then what you did with guys with foul problems, you shoot a three, they don't got to defend. All right, then you got Fox. He been shooting a three well. I think he made something in the end, but he wasn't shooting three. Why does he keep shooting threes?
Right.
Why just don't go to the lane? They got this other kid.
They fell in love with the three. I mean, the first half they hit.
Yeah, but it's a time as a coach said, listen, man, it ain't working right now.
Right.
Let's go in there, let's go to the lane. Unless, I get it's 5 seconds and you wide open three. But we don't need to take this three, the corner three. They kept giving the corner three. They kept missing it. And it's 20 seconds on shot. They one time they said they stole it. And they kicked out for the three. Just go to the lane.
I would have gone Wemby one-on-one.
They're going to foul him anyway.
Cat was in, foul trouble.
He's not going to foul him.
I know.
He's not going to foul him.
I would have gone at him every play.
Yeah, let's go.
Every play.
You got to bring the other guy in.
Yeah.
And guess what he do? When he get down and foul him, he going to miss. He going to 1 for 2 every time.
Right.
That's the only thing that got me. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. It's no way they should lose that game. No way.
Now, do the Spurs have a shot or is this series over?
I think they still got a shot. I don't think it's going to happen, but I really
kind of agree with you.
They've been winning every game.
They're the better team. They're more talented. They're deeper. They got to play this kid Dylan Harper more.
Yeah,
he's incredible. You can't stop him driving to the hole. They shoot the shit out of the ball.
Sit down, Fox.
And their defense is relentless. Like, Brunson has to work for every single shot that he gets. He hasn't had many open looks in this series. And I'll give Mike Brown credit. Right. He brought in Alvarado to start taking some of that pressure off Brunson, and you started seeing Brunson open up his game offensively. And it was a great strategic move, but I think they're going to counter now. The Spurs will counter to that move. But I think the Spurs, I don't know, if they don't check out, they win this game, they can go on the road. I can see this going 7. I don't see this being over yet.
I think they messed up too. They kept Wemby in the game too long in the second half.
Okay.
They're at the lead. That's when you rest them.
Right.
Now we rest them, they come back. It's a reason mentally why they came back.
Right.
He played the whole second half.
That's a really good point, Coach.
So he played like crap on defense the last 5-6 minutes of that fourth quarter. He's dead tired. He never plays like that.
Yeah, and missed free throws too.
Missed free throws.
Yeah.
I mean, the 2 free throws was horrendous. Yeah. I mean, it's unfortunate. It's a guy, especially for a guy like that. Mm-hmm. He normally shoots free throws. Mm-hmm. But that should have been an easy 10 to 15 point win.
Right.
Easily. It just, for me being a guy that loves sports, I'm disgusted. I'm tired of basketball players giving up games because they know they got other games. That don't happen in the NCAA tournament. They know it's one and done.
One and done, yeah.
They just don't care like that. Okay, got another game.
Right.
I just feel like they just got another game. I just don't like it.
Yeah, it's so tricky. I think here in this particular situation with the Spurs, I think the inexperience is showing all around. I think if Popovich is coach of this team, this game looks a lot different.
I think it's a sweep.
It may be a sweep, maybe a 4-1.
I think it's a sweep
type situation.
They are literally better. The Knicks had the lead for 53 seconds.
Right.
53 seconds.
Right.
I don't know what to tell you. I just don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. We'll see what happens now. You got game 5 coming up in San Antonio on Saturday. But let me ask you this question. What do you think about the New York fans, man? I mean, they have lost their minds.
This is the NBA problem. You got too much money not to have these guys. Every guy on San Antonio Spurs should have their own private security. They should have, you do it for the damn president of the United States. You know, everybody in that whole state is trying to assault them damn kids, them guys. Why can't you just push everybody back? You do it for Times Square.
Right.
They close everything for Times Square.
Mm-hmm.
You can't push them back for the people go in their damn hotel room.
Right. Throwing eggs at Wemby. Did you see that?
It
was a good throw, by the way.
I mean, all I know is I'm going to a correctional facility. You bring an egg, I'm going to jail. It's going to be an assault charge. Yeah. I'm going to find you.
Yeah.
You even with an egg.
Yeah.
I mean, you ain't safe nowhere. I'm going to get a private investigator. I'm going to find you where your mama stay.
You'll go through all that trouble?
Yes. He want that trouble through that damn egg. They don't sell eggs in Madison Square Garden.
Rate the throw from 1 to 10. What would you rate that?
That was a pretty good throw. I ain't gonna lie, man. Might need to play for the Mets.
They probably pay him $150 million.
Might be one of the Mets. You know, I don't know.
Might be one of the Mets.
Shit, I'm getting my Coach Shrine. You put me in the game.
You think it was Soto? You think it was Soto that hit him right on top of the head?
I'm putting a little bit in blood. Want some little curve, all that. Look at that throw though.
100%.
It was awesome.
Yeah,
man. That's yum.
You got one that missed right in front of him.
He's a big target.
He is a big target.
He would have got me.
Yeah.
He would have missed me. You know what I'm saying? You know I'm a Jedi anyway. I would have felt it. You know what I'm saying? What the hell you doing? You throw an egg at me? Do you? I'm in the have the force. What are you doing? Dude.
The other question I have is the Spurs bus is leaving MSG. How's it not being?
That's the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah.
What's security doing?
Yeah, why isn't it a police escort?
That's the point I'm trying to make.
I remember when Florida State played here against Nebraska, Notre Dame.
Yeah, I was
We
like,
have police escort
it don't
everywhere.
make any sense, man. It makes no sense. There's always something have to happen before you do something.
Yeah.
It's common sense. Everybody know what they doing out there.
Right.
Everybody know what time it is.
Now, let me ask you this. Do you understand why they're tearing down their city, like setting shit on fire, throwing, vandalizing businesses? Like, what's the point of that?
They idiots.
Yeah.
There's no other way to say it.
Yeah.
It's a rated G show. I want to say something else. My mama told me to work on that. I'm working on Mom. I'm not cursing. See, aren't you proud of me? But they're that. That don't make any sense.
Mm.
So I'm gonna destroy the value of the thing that made me come in the show. Just whatever, man.
How do you destroy your community like that? How do you scare tourists going there? You go to New York and it's fine. I think a lot of this stuff is
the problem is too?
What's that?
The finals are so expensive. The people that live don't even be there.
Right.
So it's only stars in the damn game.
Yeah. You see how much some of those tickets go for?
Yeah.
$200,000.
$200,000. I'm gonna tell you, man. $200,000, boy. I might have to go see Jesus. $200,000. You'll go to heaven. You give us $200,000. I put something on it. You know what I'm saying? I put a little bit, like if I put you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, hey, dog. Hey, look. I take post-dated checks. I got some raffle tickets. You know what I'm saying? Lotto ticket. Got that scratch and sniff. Like, dog, come on, bro. $200,000 for a basketball game?
Yeah, that's crazy.
In New York, $200,000, you might live in a one-bedroom, half-bath.
Yeah.
But, in the hell?
So for $200,000, you get to see Jesus. Is that through the Pentecostal church or the Baptist church?
Oh, that's Pentecostal. That ain't Baptist. That be 250.
Might be a Baptist.
250.
And it's a lottery. And it's a lottery.
And they gonna win 10%. So now it's gonna be like 220. So they gonna be like, look here, no, you can't come in there. No. You gotta get the building fund. The building fund. So after everything, be about 275.
Right.
About 275, 280.
280.
Yeah.
Yo.
Now, old school Catholic church might be 175. Cause church like 35 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You ever been to a black church?
That's 280.
Man. My daddy picked me up one time. Well, a few times my daddy ever picked me up. My daddy came in the church and got me. My mama church. She like, you gonna miss the game. Get some on, boy. Come here. Let's go. Come on. So you don't worry about it. I get him home. Church,
so if you had the option of spending $200,000, obviously you said Jesus, but let's remove the big man. Let's remove the big man.
Let's move Jesus.
What would you spend $200,000 on?
The answer ain't no Nick game. I bet you that. $200,000?
Yeah. Would you take a trip for $200,000?
To where I'm going for $200,000?
I don't know. Let's say
the moon.
Maybe.
No, man. All this AI. Close my eyes, go Oculus. I'm in the moon. You know what I'm saying? Got a virtual moon.
I saw some guy. Listen, have you seen the videos of people like they're interviewing them going into the garden?
What is it?
No, dude, they're paying $60,000 to sit up nosebleed.
Yes,
$60,000. And they're like, "How are you getting the money?" And they're like, "I don't know. I guess put it on a credit card. I don't even know."
It's like having a woman, right? So I want a brand new car, all right? I want a 2026 Mercedes-Benz S-Class. I'll get you a 2024 S-Class for $60,000. But 20,000 miles. Okay. I want a new one.
Right.
No miles, 120,000. You must be out your damn mind. Like, who gonna do that? Like, just I don't know, man. And then they talking about it, it's a recession.
Where?
But let me be on the corner to my car 25 cents to go to the store, give me something to eat.
Yeah.
You ain't got no money for me. You got $60,000 to be in the nosebleeds, not even see the
So
shot.
I thought I'd overpaid. I went to the Heat, Denver, when they played in the finals, which was a waste of money because they got their asses kicked.
Yeah, they got beat by 1,000.
Yeah, it was terrible.
They got beat by 1,000.
And I spent $2,000 a ticket. I was like, damn, I'm overpaying.
Who you brought with you?
My daughter.
Okay, you paid $4,000.
Yeah, I paid $4,000. But I was
That's
really
15 games though,
bro. And
that's 15 games for that.
I paid 4 stacks, and I really sat there. I was like, is this experience really worth $4,000?
No.
I said no. I could have got $40, watched it at home, ordered some pizza. I had a better view.
I don't think I paid $4,000 to go be next to the midwife to see my kid's birth. I just be up.
I mean, when you got 17, when you got 17 of them,
put the phone right here and just stream it. Put it right here. I'll put the phone right there.
I mean, listen, when you got 17 kids, I get it. Like I mean, after one, like
I don't care if I had one.
No.
$4,000. That's not much. How many diapers that is, bro? Formula. It's like a person buy that $200,000 on wedding. I'm on a big time wedding. Who you inviting? Who I invite? If I get married, who I'm inviting?
Me?
No, I ain't. I'm about to the wedding to do what? I'm gonna spend no money on that.
You invite me to the bachelor party.
Oh, they're going there. Oh,
how about we spend $200,000 on the bachelor party?
No,
come on.
It gotta be a bachelor week.
Colombia.
Hey, no. I'm about to become Spanish. You got a little guy. Like, no, I didn't do it. Yeah, but listen, the Coach Enrique show.
Coach Enrique show.
Coach Sanchez on the show.
You're wild.
Yeah, man.
All right, anything else on the Knicks and the disaster of the I don't even know. I'm lost.
I just like, man, listen.
What's up?
Listen. The Knicks got the biggest gift in NBA history.
Jalen Brunson?
No. San Antonio Spurs. Straight choking. Straight choke.
They may have.
And it's all there.
Do they have the two biggest chokes ever in finals history? That's an argument.
Well, all 4 games?
No.
The other game was overtime, remember?
I'm talking about the Heat. I'm talking about the Heat when Ray Allen hit that shot. They had that one in the bag. And that was a choke.
No, Spurs. Remember, the Spurs lost another one like that.
Which one?
Then Ray Allen hit.
Ray Allen hit, and then won in Game 7. The Heat won in Game 7.
Yeah, but the Spurs, that's nowhere near as bad as that.
Is this was worse?
Yeah, the Heat was down like 7-8 points. They were down like 29.
What's the morale on the team? What do you think? Like, what are the Spurs thinking about? Like,
the truth, or they won't say publicly?
No, the truth. Like, you're in the locker room or you're in the hotel, you're in the bus getting egged. You get back to the hotel. If you're Wemby, let me ask you this. You're Wemby, you get hit in the head.
Oh, he pissed off. He mad.
He mad, right?
But he mad at the NBA.
He's mad at the NBA?
Yeah.
Okay.
And if he do got personal security, he mad at him too.
Right. Maybe we just didn't, because he's so tall, the security's down here, you don't see him.
I get all that. But I'm just saying, I'm mad at the NBA because you're not protecting me.
Right.
All right, that's one thing. They could have put him in the back door, whatever. They need to push them back a whole street.
Why are they not staying in New Jersey?
I don't think it make a difference.
I think it would.
Do you know why
are you putting them smack mid on the, wherever?
No, they probably stand in the mid, because it's probably so damn hard to get to the damn garden.
Dude, police escort. You get the freaking president of the United States there, you can get this team there.
Yeah, that motherfucker might get an helicopter and land on a roof.
Whatever.
But I get it. I guess.
I would put them in Jersey.
Yeah, you're gonna be leaving.
I mean, now I'm giving it away, but I think that's what I would do.
I mean, it's possible, but it doesn't matter.
And I'll take them by ferry. No,
but my thing, but why I got to go to Jersey? All I got to do is push everybody back a whole block.
Yeah,
you do it for Times Square,
right? Yeah, and I see like the police, like I don't know if they've given up or they're like, yo, we're not even gonna.
They don't care. They don't get paid enough money for this.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying to defund them, but that's a whole different.
Yeah, so they're like, man, hit his ass with the head. He going home tomorrow anyway. Ain't my fault. I might.
You think it's that? You think it's the morale, or they're Knicks fans too, and they're like,
yeah, they don't give a damn.
Yeah, they don't care, right?
They don't care.
Yeah,
they already know it's gonna ride like a hell.
All right.
My problem is if San Antonio, when they go to San Antonio on Saturday, and San Antonio fans start beating Knicks fans, is San Antonio fans wrong?
No.
I don't think so either.
No.
And let me tell you that
these Mexicans are gangster. All I hear from these prison stories from people that have been to prison is the Mexicans. The Mexicans are the ones that always come up.
Yeah.
It's not the blacks. It's not the Aryan Brotherhood. Yeah. It's always these Mexicans, and they say they're about 5'4", but they'll slash you in 2 minutes.
Yeah. My thing is that they beat somebody up in the stands.
Yeah.
They've been fighting. Got a jersey on in the street.
I wouldn't mess with the Mexicans.
Like I'm just saying, I just got a problem.
Mexicans are gangsters.
I ain't the baddest man in the world. I could take a whooping, but I'm gonna try.
Yeah. And they wouldn't be wrong. They interviewed some San Antonio Spurs fans about that. how they would react now that the Knicks fans are going to be coming. Some said they're gonna look for some of them. Some said no, we're classy San Antonians.
They got a classy, all right.
How about you think if they did that to Miami Heat fans?
Oh, it'd be a problem.
It'd be a problem down here, right?
Yeah, a problem. No, they know better.
Yeah.
They know better.
Yeah.
They won't be safe nowhere. Man, they know that they want get as soon as they get the Biscayne, they know it's a misunderstanding. Hey dog. Just like the time they
come over here, let me talk to you.
Maybe you understand something, boy. Y'all win this game, it's a misunderstanding. That's how they're gonna be like that.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I've never seen Heat fans. I went to Boston, Eastern Conference Final. We won. I was in Heat gear.
They didn't mess with you.
No, treated with respect.
No.
Got brought into a bar.
Hey,
let me buy you a vodka soda.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They didn't win to what was it? Eisenhower was the president?
Yeah.
Last time the
Celtics?
The Knicks.
Oh, the Knicks, yeah, 53 years ago.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Dang, I'm 51.
Yeah.
I wasn't born.
Yeah, I don't think you were a thought yet. Maybe a nut, but not a thought.
Yeah, maybe not. Yeah. I'm gonna get you off soon, son. Soon as the Knicks would, next time they win, you'll come out. Dad couldn't hold it.
So, anyways, yeah. So the Knicks Spurs. I don't know. I think you're right. The Spurs have a shot.
They got a shot.
I think so. They're good enough.
Yeah.
Just the inexperience is showing.
They really should be up 3-1.
Right.
Spurs should be role reversal. And then ask yourself then if the role reversal, what would the Knicks fans be doing? Right. They might be destroyed.
Right. All right, so we're going to go to our interview with Lionel Vital, former executive with the Dallas Cowboys, 30 years in the NFL. All right, welcome to the show, Lionel Vital, former executive, over 30 years in the NFL. His last team was with the Dallas Cowboys. Welcome to the David Simmons coaching podcast.
Coach Simmons Show.
Coach Simmons and David. Yeah. Hey, guys, glad to be on with you guys today.
Thank you for coming on. So there's a lot of things going on with football right now. The leading story right now in football is this whole Sorsby story with Texas Tech. A judge in Texas reinstated him back in. The question I have for you, Coach, is if you're an NFL team, because he's potentially supposed to be a first-round pick, what are the conversations in the room about this kid?
Well, that's taboo, man. They don't want players on board who's gambling on himself or gambling on games. They are very, very hands-off when it comes to that. I would be shocked if an NFL team took a chance, and if they did take a chance, it'd be late in the draft. I mean, if you take this guy and then this stuff flares up again, you look like the dumbest. Everybody gets fired.
Right. Coach Simmons, what are your thoughts?
I'm just surprised about this thing called integrity. And my biggest concern is not about Sorsby. Really is not. It's really about when does rules ever make a sense. So if you get upset by something, I'm just gonna go to the judge and file for an injunction. I mean, you got to be some type of accountability of any type of rule on planet Earth. No, if I want to work at McDonald's, I put to get $7 an hour. I'm going to the judge. I want $8 an hour. Like it doesn't.
Yeah.
You just can't just they can't have any rules.
I think there's a bigger issue here. I agree. I think there's a societal issue when it comes to this gambling thing. It's very easy to get to. But one of the things that I'm seeing is like Chambliss, right? At Ole Miss, a judge ruled and gave him a 6th year. And I guess he was an Ole Miss local, guy.
Right.
And it seems like these local judges are fighting or creating, rulings based on their best interest for their former schools. And I'm not saying the judge is a former Texas Tech guy, but he's locally from the area.
Right.
And he just passed this through. And it seems like there's a little bit of that going on in the sport right now.
Yeah, he's gonna pass it through. He's gonna be off the bench.
Right.
Let's be honest. I gotta pass it through. They're gonna vote me in. I'll be out of here. I'll have no job.
Right.
It's common sense. That's what he did it for. Self-preservation. Not about what's best for the game.
And what kind of message are you sending as a team if Texas Tech now starts this kid this year?
Well, you're letting players know that we could skirt around anything. I mean, we could do gambling, we could drink, we could smoke, we could do just about anything. And if we get the right people in our corner, we'll get out. It would be a bad message, to be honest with you. The NCAA, man, good luck. And
Also, too, You know, I mean, cut you off. Sorry, coach. I think they his attorneys play give him one of them say give him the first 2 games suspension. Of course, take away some pay with that first 2 games because they're only paying through NIL, and that was part of the so-called arrangement. They said we try to give this arrangement to the NCAA. They didn't accept the arrangement, so that's why we did an injunction. But I'm like, the 12-game season.
It's a
So
joke. Who do you play the first 2 games?
I think they're playing School of the Blind and Ray Jenkins
Yeah.
Tech, something like that. And I think that's the first 2 games, which you know you could play out there with a 5th grader at quarterback, you probably win the game for Texas Tech. So I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Just things happen, but that's different to me.
Coach Vital, what are your thoughts on the college game today and where it's at and where it's heading with all these different dynamics? It just, I feel that the purity of the sport is completely gone. And it's not the same sport that I grew up loving.
Yeah, I'm a big proponent for the NIL because I was one of the players that came up, didn't make a nickel, could barely get a scholarship, and it was tough. So I'm all for the players and their families taking care of themselves. I'm 100% for that. But I just think that there has to be some type of order. Okay, just like Dave said, there has to be rules, and you got to abide to the rules. But am I for the families and the players? Heck, for the last, I don't know, 50 years, nobody's made money but the schools. Well, some of the big time players got money under the table, but now everybody gets money. If you're a starter at a big program, you're going to get a paycheck.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that sentiment. I think the players should get paid. These schools have been making a ton of money. The NCAA has made a ton of money, but I think the NCAA has caused a lot of these problems with the transfer portal. Is kind of self-inflicted, allowing these kids to transfer multiple times. I know they took now the spring portal away, but absolutely. But I think there needs to be a little bit more structure in the sport.
I mean, the problem. Hold up, isn't it school about school? Does anybody say anything about graduating anymore? What about a damn degree? I like the transfer rule they had before. Hey, if you don't got a degree, you don't have to sit out. But why? I mean, you got to sit out to me. I mean, why won't you just keep transferring? I understand if the coach get fired, that could be a loophole. But you just can't just transfer because I want to transfer. I'm mad today. Like, how you coach a kid like that? Even the NFL got multi-year contracts. It's not a multi-year contract in college football. And Coach Vitel explained this. It's no 401k for a college football player. It's no retirement check for college football player.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's no collective bargain agreement.
Right.
Well, that's where attorneys come in at. It sounds easy, but that's where attorneys come in at, and they'll say, "Hey, in the regular world, I don't have to have a degree to transfer." I mean, they'll get technical on these guys, man. They'll tell you, "Wait a while, wait, don't discriminate against me because I'm a college football player. You got the guy down there who changes jobs every year. If you want to just do it that way." And boy, they'd get lawsuits all over the place, man. They'd have lawsuits. It'd be crazy. It's the reason that the NCAA is not stamping down because they know they don't have the total rights to stamp down.
But it's a different type of money, though. I mean, it's like, hell, I want to be a basketball player. I'm 5'9". Guess what? It ain't happening. Life ain't fair. I can't guard Shaq.
You can't?
Like, I'm 5'9". I probably get dunked on. Like, I get dunked on like in front of my girl. Like, I can't it's embarrassing.
Yeah, I think they're in a very tough position. I think eventually what's going to happen is you're going to get 2 super conferences between the Big Ten and the SEC, and then there'll be some collective bargaining agreement, maybe down the road. That's kind of where I see all this going, but we'll see. The federal government's involved. You had judges ruling on this, and that's why the NCAA can't do much about it.
I think we need to get multi-years, though.
Yeah.
I'm tired of this 1 year thing.
Yeah.
I think we need to get multi-years, minimum 2 to 3 years on it, because it just, you got minimum probably 3 years minimum to get a degree. Still probably be a student athlete. So, that's my opinion.
Yeah, go ahead, Coach Vital.
I get that, Dave, but that is the problem they're probably running into. They know, those guys know the rights. Okay. So you could ask for, hey, you got to be 2 years out of school or 3. but they have both sides have attorneys, and they
Right.
know what they can do and what they can't do. They would have done that already.
Yeah.
They already
Like
know.
I
They
said,
don't want to embarrass themselves by saying, "Oh, you got to stay out of school 2 years, or you got only." They know the rules. They know the rights,
right.
and so it may look like that to us, the outsiders, but they have smart attorneys that know the kids' rights, knows the school's rights, and that's what they're dealing with right now. They're trying to
I'm
skirt around the rights.
gonna say one thing to this, and I think we talked about that last week. How many people? It's 53 active man roster in the league right now, Coach. Right?
I
53.
think it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you know it's 105 players on most Division One schools teams? 105.
Yep.
32 teams in the league. Right?
Yep.
How many Division One schools? 112?
120.
120, 123.
123.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like you can't compare them. They're two different type of conferences. Even the worst team in the NFL had the same exact salary cap. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I think people trying to always be like the league. We can't be the league. We're not the league.
It's not the league. Yeah.
Like it's a whole different animal. Like even the rosters are totally different. You have more assistant coaches and side coaches in college football than any NFL team. The facilities almost better than colleges. It's more people. It's more money behind it. I think people try to make it like it's the league. We're in the league. Well, we're really not the league. And so that's probably, I think people want to make it sort of something. Let's be like the league, dude. Well, we can't be like the league. Maybe two power conferences, maybe it could be close to the league.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you think about it for the SEC and the Big Ten, that's almost 32 teams.
Mm-hmm.
Very close to what? The league.
The league. Yeah.
They could do that. I can't do it in the MEAC. I can't do that in the SWAC. I can't do that in Colonial Conference, CAA. I don't have the same type of, that's the problem. The governing body, NCAA, trying to make the same rule for everybody. It's not the same.
Right.
I drive a Mercedes, but somebody got to drive a Honda.
Mm.
It's not the same rule. I mean, that's my problem with this whole thing. I think that's the biggest problem more than anything. You know what I mean? That's my opinion, but I could be wrong.
Coach Vital?
Dave makes a great point. But, I mean, how do you enforce it? I mean, these guys you got everybody now. The president, you've got coaches, you've got everybody going there to Capitol Hill to try to get something sanctioned. But nobody comes out with the bottom line. I mean, it's the same rules. I'm sure they're going to come up with something eventually, but it's the reason they haven't been able to nail something down so far. And they're not going to tell us everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. We could be on this subject all day long.
So what's the trade? I want to talk about the big guy.
Hey, let's talk about it. Yeah.
I want to talk about the big guy.
The big guy?
Mr. Garrett.
Yeah. Myles Garrett getting traded to the Rams for Jared Verse. What are your thoughts there, Coach?
Well, Myles Garrett is a game changer. He's a franchise changer. You can have a bunch of average players on defense. He's going to make them better. Now, the Rams, they do a great job of drafting Les Snead and those guys. So they got good players on that defense. Now you got Myles Garrett. Now, Verse was a good player. Now, Verse is not chopped liver.
Right.
And Verse is a borderline Pro Bowl type guy on a yearly basis.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Verse
is young.
The last two Pro Bowls.
He's made the last two. There you go.
Yes,
so you're looking at a Pro Bowl type guy, Dave. Thanks for mentioning that. But Verse is no chopped liver. But Myles Garrett is a once in a lifetime guy. He will be in the conversation as one of the top 5 better players who's ever played. Who do you hear him talk about now? And they say that Lawrence Taylor, Ray Lewis.
The guy that was playing the tackle before the Rams. What's his name?
Fisk.
No, the kid just left. Might be coming back.
Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald.
Yeah.
Maybe the best 3 technique ever. Him and Stott.
You hear that too. You hear. Yeah, exactly.
They've been really blessed.
Yeah, if they get Aaron Donald back, they signed Trent McDuffie as well, which is an incredible signing. Where do you think now this Rams defense stacks up in the league and the NFC West? Can they challenge the Seahawks now and stop that offense?
They can. See, the Seahawks are loaded at every position. John Schneider does a great job there with his talent acquisition. They're loaded. They're 11 guys on defense. Looked at them last year in a couple games. They are They do a great job. They're big time. Um, they have great depth. But I want to say the Rams have jumped right into that picture now with Myles Garrett. I mean, Myles Garrett is a one-man wrecking crew, and the Rams happen to have good players already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Rams are one of the better franchises in the NFL from a talent standpoint.
I mean, let me ask you a question, Coach, from the Browns' point of view. I thought they should make this trade last year. This is my opinion. I think we got more players. My problem with I think Verse is great. He only could play the end. Myles Garrett could play any position on the D-line. He could be a 0, 1, he could be a 3, he could be a 7. He could play. He's big enough to be an inside guy or outside guy. My problem with Verse situation is he's up for a contract. So you just got rid of Myles Garrett. He have a 2-time. He's on his 3rd year coming up. He's the man, at least a franchise tag, or got to resign him. Now you just got rid of Myles Garrett, got rid of that big-time contract. Now you might have to get another big-time contract literally a year later.
I don't think it's going to be a Myles Garrett type contract, though. So we're probably looking at a differential of maybe, I don't know, $7-10 million, $12 million differential.
We get younger with him, though. Of course,
And he's young.
Yeah, he's young, right? Yeah.
And you got him for the next 7-8 years. Well, you could make an argument how you got Myles Garrett for the next 7-8 years too, because he takes care of his body, and he's not an old man. Myles Garrett is what, 27, 28?
He's that
If
young?
that,
I think he's like 29.
I thought he was
is he
closer to
that?
30.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
he takes care of himself.
Right.
You know, he's one of those guys that he manages
NFL
his
LeBron
body
James,
well.
bro. Just
Jeez.
NFL LeBron James.
Sean, can you look up Myles Garrett's age, please? He's 30.
He's 30.
Yeah, I was
He's
right.
He's
Yeah,
30. Okay.
Yeah, he's 30. Yeah.
But he'll
Yeah.
play another 5-6 years. I
Yeah.
would say that. He's that kind of guy. And he's at his prime. So
Right.
you're going to get him for the next 3-4 years at the crazy level.
Right. But for Cleveland point of view, all them picks they got. What they got, Coach? They got a first rounder, a second rounder next year, and a third rounder the year after that. Plus they got Verse. From your point of view, did Cleveland do well with that trade?
I think they got rid of Myles Garrett because they kind of had to. You know, Myles has been talking about getting out of there for years. He's always, and everybody, hey, when is Myles leaving? You know, after a while, they start hearing that. And they don't want to hear it anymore. And then a lot of times when they make deals, they got to go to Myles Garrett and make sure he's good with it. Now they don't have to do that anymore. They've got their team back. I mean, Myles Garrett ran the team. It was his team. You know, we're going to say, well, is Myles Garrett going to be the Rams team? Yes, because the quarterback is old, so he's year to year, and Myles Garrett is your leader now. And Myles Garrett is a leader type guy. He's a big, strong man who's smart as shit. He can lead.
You think Sean McVay caters to that though?
Sean McVay, what I heard, he's really good with his players. He's a player's coach, and he knows when to press buttons. He knows when to step back, and that's one of his strong suits. You know, he's not going to try to impose himself on a player. You don't have to be a big tough guy if you got a good relationship. Pete Carroll was like that. Pete Carroll never tried to push his people around. He's a player's coach, but when he has to put his thumbs down on people, he does.
Quick question, back to the Browns. Now, everybody talk about Myles Garrett. There he's going. What does this happen to do with Deshaun Watson
and Shedeur
Sanders?
I think Shedeur Sanders and Watson is going to play itself out. And we're going to find out about that quickly. The minute the bullets are live, we'll find out. Because they're going to have to get in these pre-games, these preseason games, throw a little bit. They're not going to play what's his name too much, the older guy. Okay? Deshaun, they're not going to take a chance with that. They'll play him a little bit, but they'll get him in the season. They'll put him out there. We'll know in the first 3 games if he's worth it. It won't be long.
So my question is back to the best up again. I'm just being devil's advocate. So why do you get Mariota? Not Mariota, my bad.
No, the lefty, Dylan Gabriel.
Dylan Gabriel. Like, so now you got him a 3rd round pick. He gets more money than Shedeur Sanders. Got a longer term contract. Now, because both of them now, guess what, Coach? You understand this. Shedeur go 1st round. So they can't get a 5th year option on him. So if Shador doesn't start, he's in his third year. He could be a free agent anyway after his third year. If you play half the season, same with Dylan Gabriel. Like you got to pay me. Then you still got an older guy too. So I mean, why did you just trade him or put like it just don't make any sense to keep all them guys there. It just doesn't make any sense. Like if anything, and the coach pretty much said it's about Shador and Deshaun. I personally seen Deshaun work out when Austin was in town.
Mm-hmm.
He looked good.
Yeah.
He didn't look like he had an Achilles problem. That guy was running full speed, like he run a 4.5, 4.4 in the 40. He looked good in Miami. So if he looked like that, I don't see him not being a starter.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. He looked good.
Coach Vital?
He looked very average before he got hurt. That was bad. The ball was heavy. It didn't come off his hands well. His mobility was shot. He didn't, and I don't know how a guy goes from shows average mobility before he got hurt to coming back and having good mobility. So I would say that he's not going to be mobile when the bullets are flying. You can't make yourself good again.
Right.
Once you lose it, you lose it, especially as an athlete. Okay, it's in the quarterback position. Now, his arm was very average when he left. He threw a heavy ball. The ball didn't pop off his hands easily. It was almost like a strain. So if he could regain some juice in his arms, good luck. But I've never seen that before.
He's been sitting down for a minute. So I mean, I don't. I mean, with him, I could be wrong. I don't know. I talked to him very briefly. Real nice to me. He didn't have to be, but it just seemed like he looked rejuvenated. Like maybe all the stuff that happened with his lawsuits and that's mental. That's not. I talk about his mental health thing.
Usually when you get a massage,
going through a lot. Like
usually when you get a massage, you're rejuvenated.
There you go. Talk about the massages, but it just seemed like maybe all that stuff behind him, all the lawsuits behind him, he's just playing ball. It's a new coach now too, so maybe it's a situation that might have something to do with the other coach being gone too. You never know. I'm just you've been in it way. You forgot more about football and that part of it than I do. I mean,
I would be shocked.
You'd be shocked.
I would be shocked if Deshaun Watson plays at a level that they're hoping that he plays. Now, this deal on the quarterback situation is pretty good in Cleveland in that you got 1 year left with Deshaun Watson. He's off the books.
Right, of course.
You're freeing up a lot of money. He's off the books. So okay, you have two young quarterbacks that are not proven. If they're not good enough, you don't have to keep them. You don't have any big contracts. That's not big contracts. I mean, what's Gabriel making a year? 3, 4, if that.
Mm-hmm.
What's Shador making? 800,000. So if they don't prove that they are what the Browns need, the Browns go right back on the market next year. Guess what? With a lot of money.
So go ahead, Coach.
Go ahead. And one last thing, the Cleveland Browns. Last I looked, they have a pretty damn good roster.
Oh, their defense is incredible.
They got a great defense. They got good running backs.
Mm-hmm.
They do a good job. They do a good job drafting and bringing in players. So they're a quarterback away from being a contender.
Right. They're
in a league that's not great.
I'm gonna ask you this then. Maybe they want Deshaun to do good enough they can get rid of him, trade him.
No, I don't think the league's they're not gonna buy into Deshaun. He's gonna have to show he's got some juice in his arm again. If he shows he's got juice in his arm again, I'll be the first to come on here and say, boy, he found a youth. But the last guy I saw, I've never seen a guy come back from a heavy arm.
Mm.
Why do you think what happened to his arm?
Well,
I'm just asking.
Did he have an injury or something? I thought he had something that affected his arm. I'm not sure, but I know he had injuries. Okay, I don't have the list of his injuries right here on this desk, but it affected his play. It wasn't good. I looked at him. It was embarrassing. It was hard to watch. It was bad football.
Got it.
And now he took a year off or so, and if he comes back from that, bless his heart. I've never seen quarterbacks get good again. It's kind of hard.
Coach, what are your thoughts on Shador? What grade? I don't know if you graded him or not, but what grade would you have given him coming out of Colorado?
I would have given him a first round grade, personally. The only thing I don't like about Shadur Sanders is he runs backwards with the ball.
Mm.
Yeah, we talk about that.
Step up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Step up. Climb the ladder. Climb the pocket and throw the ball. Get rid of it. Quit holding it. Climb it. Quit holding balls not to get incompletions. Okay? Step up. You got eyes. He's got good enough vision. He does. He's a pretty smart guy that way, but he runs backwards. That's not how you play quarterback. You're going to hurt your football team. Those NFL D linemen are too fast. Those guys all run 4.8, 4.9.
Right.
Shador maybe runs, I don't know, 4.7, 4.8.
Mm-hmm.
So they're just as fast as him, and he's trying to run backwards.
Right.
So I gave him just looking at him, I would have given him a first round grade. Okay. A lot of guys get first round grades. Now there's a difference between the top of the first round and the back of the first. Two different people. Oh, he was a first round pick, but he was picked at 28 or 27. It's really a second round pick. So you take him before he gets to the second round, so you don't have to compete to get him. But you see him in your head as a second round pick.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're a top 10 pick, first round pick, you're a franchise guy. They're saying, oh, yeah. Okay. But if you're at 27, 28, different guy. But I saw Shadur being somewhere in that first round. Somewhere. I didn't say top 10, but somewhere in the first round.
Okay. I had a
What do
second
you guys
round.
think? What do you guys think? You guys.
I thought it was a second round guy.
I thought he was shit.
Second. I thought it was second round, middle second
Late
round.
second, early third. I thought that's where he would fall. I just wasn't convinced. You know, against pressure, he doesn't look very good to me. I don't know if he doesn't call protection right. His offensive line got better his second year there at Colorado, and I saw some things there that I just didn't like. I don't know, but I'm not a scout, right? It's just things that.
So you guys saw him in the second, third round.
Mhm.
So you thought he was a good football player. That's what you're telling me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nobody say he
Yeah.
wasn't a good football player.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I thought that.
Because I'll start
the ball,
rattling off. I'll
catch the
start
ball.
rattling off. I'll start
Yeah.
rattling off who went in the second, third, and fourth round.
Yeah.
And
No,
you'll
we
be saying,
thought
yeah,
he
he's
was
a good football player there.
Yeah. I think that if you like, I'm with you, Coach, because the rules of the fifth year option, you're 28th pick. Why I pick him 28th pick? I want to have that extra year for the salary cap. If I'm a team, one people come really well, so I got an extra year. I can put him on a franchise, and it makes sense to put him at 28 and get him at 33.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It makes more sense. That's why I thought that. That's why I see just like the guy thinking with the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
You get an extra year, okay. How about he pushed them up? That's my opinion. That's my opinion. Why give him the second round? Give him in the first round and have the extra year.
Who are you talking about? Ty Simpson?
Ty Simpson. Yeah. That's the only reason he went to the first round that early, to me, my opinion. Because they know they got another. The starting court might be there for 2 more years. So it's like a red shirt year for him.
I think Ty Simpson. I think
Yeah.
Ty Simpson has the possibility
He might play
of being the best quarterback. And I know you got Jalen Hurts, but the best quarterback that's come out of Alabama eventually. And Jalen won a Super Bowl. I get it, but from a talent perspective, I think he may be the best one.
I think he do okay. I think I don't think his arm's that good.
You don't think so?
No, I think he anticipates a little bit, but it's not that big of a guy either.
He's about what, 6'3"?
I don't think he's that tall. He's like 200 pounds on the dot.
No, he's a little heavier than that. No,
he gained weight for the combine.
Got it. Coach, last thing that
I love it, guys. I love it. I'm loving the evaluations and the back and forth. That's some good stuff right there.
Whey protein every day for 10 days.
That's good stuff, man.
I'm running the 40s a day. I'm a runner forever.
That's what I read.
I'm gonna put my big ass budge, and we're gonna run at pro day. Okay, we'll do these interviews. I'm gonna be husky as hell, and then pro day I'm gonna be 187 and then run a 4.7.
There you go.
Last question. I want to get into this topic a little bit. It's not even on our show sheet, but Tua's now with the Atlanta Falcons. You have Penix there, and they're fighting. And some are saying that Tua's going to end up being the starter. What were your thoughts of Tua coming out of Alabama? And do you see him starting over Penix in Atlanta?
Tua is a timing passer. Everything has to go off. I mean, Tua cannot hold a football too long because he doesn't have a natural arm.
Mhm.
Okay, is he accurate in that underneath intermediate game? Yes, he is. He'll just crush you. But he struggles when there's pressure. Okay, and you got to know this about Tua.
Yeah. Yeah.
One hit to the head, the season's over.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a risk. Okay, I just think that's a big chance when you bring a guy like Tua in. Now he's not a deep thrower. Okay, he's a little better than an average athlete. Okay, he's sharp. Okay, and he doesn't have a power arm. He's a timing rhythm thrower. If you protect for him, yeah, he's very accurate. But boy, if he's got to make it happen, good luck. And he's one tap, not even a hit, just a tap in the head, and he's one. You got to pick him up. You got to lift him off the ground.
So I have this question for you. If you're the Dolphins and you're sitting there with the 5th pick, would you have taken Tua or taken Herbert?
Oh, I would have taken Herbert.
100%.
And I'm
You're
not
all
saying
the
that
way there.
you know, Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
I went to Oregon and watched him,
Mm-hmm.
and I gave him that grade that they took him at. I had him in the top 3. I mean, I have not seen an arm like that. I mean, the guy's got a bazooka.
Absolutely. That's what I said.
He's got a hose.
Absolutely.
Okay. And he's accurate. Now he's a leader and he loves the game and all that. When he came out, he got the rap for, well, you know, I remember standing on the sideline talking to his coaches and talking to guys there. Well, you know, he's from a family where daddy's a doctor and they really don't need this. And he may come back, go to medical school. So everybody wondered, boy, is football important enough to him?
What
Well,
pick
he's
did he
showing
go?
it now.
You won number 6.
I mean, if they not, a lot of people didn't think that. I mean, they went 6.
You win 6, yeah.
Oh,
Tua went right after Tua.
Yeah.
He went 6 to the Chargers. I was livid. I've been a lifelong Dolphins fan, unfortunately, and I went on a protest boycott for the last 6 years because of that pick. I wanted Herbert.
He's really disgusted by that.
Yeah, and I got bets going. A lot of people owe me money.
But I'm asking this thing, Coach. But like when Tua came out of Alabama,
Mm-hmm.
Tua came out of Alabama. Forget all the concussions he had there before. Everybody see the concussions now. When he came out of Alabama, you still like Herbert over Tua, correct?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had respect for Tua because he was productive in that system. He had just beaten out Jalen Hurts. He had ran Hurts out of town. You know, and I like this production and because you could block it up at Alabama. Okay, you
Right.
got 5 offensive linemen. They're better than the people you're playing against. You're just sitting in the pocket, just playing pitch and catch. In the NFL, there's no pitch and catch, man.
Right.
It's a lot easier when your guys are separating by 10 yards, you know.
Yeah.
Is that one of the reasons you think the Alabama quarterbacks don't do that well in the league?
Yeah, that's a big part of it.
Yeah, pitch and catch. They play pitch and catch in that league. Now they'll go against a couple of top teams where it's going to be a challenge. Maybe 3 of them a year, but the rest of the games are pitch and catch games.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's why when we would go out to watch quarterbacks, they would say, "Okay, I was taught, don't worry about the games where his team is better than their team. Get the equally matched teams. Watch those games. That's where you see the real guy, the real quarterback. Because in the NFL, it's all even. It's not going to be LSU versus Memphis. It's going to be LSU versus Alabama.
That was a hell of a game. Remember Tua lost the game because he fumbled on his own, remember?
Mm-hmm.
He scrambled to drop the ball.
Yep.
That's how LSU won the national championship. LSU never stopped Alabama. Alabama never stopped LSU. And Tua scrambled to score and just dropped the ball, at the 5-yard line. That's the only stop they had.
Mm-hmm.
It was like damn, it's like arena football.
Yeah.
And they lost the game.
Yeah, one of the things I talk about, Coach, is the eyeball test for me. And you got to pass the eyeball test. And that's what Herbert had over Tua, is just the eyeball test. 6'5", rocket for an arm. And those are the tangibles, I think, in the NFL that you need if you're going to be a franchise guy. And Tua coming off that injury, for me, was a big red flag.
The hip.
His height was a problem for me, and his arm strength was a problem. And knowing that he's playing, with 5-star guys all over the field and guys that can separate, by 8-10 yards, those are a lot of things for me that just didn't pass the eyeball test for me.
I'm going to ask Coach, one more last question, because me and Coach, we know each and we debated about this. So I want him to say it to me in front of the whole audience. Coach, I'm the head football coach, right? You're the GM. You over the scouting and all that stuff. That disagreement with the head coach of the Dolphins and the GM would split everything, correct?
You talking about Flores
and
Chris Greer?
Chris Greer. Why do you think that marriage type stuff should work? Why shouldn't the head coach just run everything? In your opinion?
It's too hard. It's too much work. It's impossible
$20 million, like I get it. I mean, you give them
money or no money. It's impossible to have an eye over the whole world, the whole country in scouting and know what's going on. And you're trying to run a football team and you're trying to call plays and you're trying to manage 55 guys that you're paying $8 million a year on an average to, or $4 million a year on an average to, and you're going to try to run a scout. It's too hard. That's, Bill Belichick struggled with that the last few years of his deal.
Bill Walsh did it. You know,
some guys have done
Parcells did it too, right?
Yep.
He had Dick Haley helping him out with a lot of stuff. You got to really have a personnel man that you trust. If you're the head coach, you got final say. You better have a personnel guy, a GM guy who can get that pressure off. You may just have the title, but he's running it. It's too hard.
It's hard.
It's too hard to do it, to just run your team as a head coach. And it's too hard to just run your scouting department. It's too hard. I was a college director, and it was too hard. It's too hard.
I mean, think about being a CEO. You can't be the CEO, the CFO, and the chief operating officer. It's just not. You can't do that.
My question is it's crazy you're saying that. It's crazy saying that. Then why? It's crazy. The NFL doesn't do it.
College,
they're doing it. And
I mean, you're starting to see people. You're starting to see programs.
Remember, saying it's double amount of people.
Yeah,
it's crazy. And then you got to deal with the parents to get the players. The NFL, like hey man, it's gonna be 1,600 people, maybe 1,700 total people. That's it. Like you got to recruit all year round. These coaches are doing it all day.
But you have GMs now involved in the college game. You're starting to see that. Yeah, you're starting to see it.
Yeah. So I always wondered, though, like, why did? But when you have that when they two different, how you think they come up with that? Is that the owner coming taking over that? They two don't agree in your experience?
One guy is going to have the power over the other. So it always is that way. Nick Saban, when he ran it, he had all the power, okay? But he had personnel guys that he had trust in and faith in, okay? And when his personnel guys told him, no, coach, don't do that one, he listened. Now, if he really felt something, then Nick would do it. So, nah, guys, forget y'all, I'm doing it. But rarely he would say, no way. Okay, you got to have, as a coach, if you got the power, you got to have a personnel man, a GM who you confide in. And if he says, no, coach, don't do it, you ain't doing it. You ain't going to do it.
So Chris Greer had the power of Flores.
I heard Chris had the power because Chris had the owner's ears.
That's what I'm saying. So when it came down to it, they both butted heads. The owner said, Chris, you got it.
Well, yeah, and Chris won that battle. And then Flores got let go. And then guess what? Now you're going to win one battle. And then the next time they're getting you. Okay? Yeah. And they got Chris the next time. Okay? Right. So that's another reason coaches don't want the power in their hands, because they know if you got both of them, you're probably going to get fired fast if you don't win. You'll be there 3 years instead of 6. Well, if you're the head coach and I got a personnel man making these calls, well, then we could blame the personnel man, get him out of here, a new personnel guy, and then you got one more shot with a new personnel guy. But if you take it and say, I got total control, you could be out of there in 1 to 3 years.
Got it. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, it makes complete sense.
Like I said, it's Coach Simmons Show. We talk about coaching on this show. This is what we talk about. We talk about coaching. This is a football show. Yeah. It's a coaching
Coach
show.
Simmons, we know you love coaching.
Yeah, we love
and
coaching.
We know you love picking your own players. but it doesn't work like that, Coach.
I
We've
understand.
you and
I
I have had
understand.
enough of these discussions.
Coach,
It
you
doesn't
can't get
work
mad at
like
me,
that,
Coach.
Coach.
I want Nook Jenkins at my quarterback. Hey, Coach, Nook Jenkins, he is 6'4". He got 7 goals in the back of his mouth. Coach, he a dog, Coach. Coach, he can't read cover 3, but he a
He
dog,
can't read
Coach.
cover 3.
That's
Coach,
my
you
dog.
can't.
I'm
Coach,
taking
you
him.
can't. Coach, you can't. You have to have faith in somebody else. See, as a coach, head coach, you would not have faith in anybody. You'd want to pick. You'd be like Coach
No, Coach,
Parcells.
that's not true.
You'd pick everybody. You
I
would
have a
coach
GM right
everybody.
now.
You would
Watch me,
fire
Coach.
everybody.
No, I don't fire people like that. I don't fire people. I let them go.
You see what I mean? You see what I mean?
I let them go,
So,
Coach.
so you'd have to save yourself from yourself, right?
Yeah, I
You would
pray
need a
about it.
guy who would talk to you and say, Dave,
That's
you got to
dumb as
allow
hell.
me to cuss you out.
Yeah.
You got to allow me to tell you that you're full of shit when we by ourselves.
Yeah.
When you're in that role, you have all the power. You must have a guy in the building who you allow to do that with you. If
Yeah.
not, you're not going to last long at all.
Then after we argue, we go get something to eat.
No doubt. You forget
Go
about it.
you know what I'm saying? Grape
Yes.
soda.
Grape soda.
That's our thing. He talking about black people got grape soda. I try to explain that we like grape. I like strawberry personally, but Coach, but I try to let them know that's what we do here, man. That's how we do the show, man.
Coach Vital, thank you so much for joining the show. Love the conversation, love the insight. We're truly grateful that you came on.
Well, thanks for having me, guys, and we'll see you in the future, hopefully.
Yes, sir. Hey, Coach, can you, before you get off, tell how people get in contact with you, Coach?
Just go to my Instagram, Lionel Vital Team, and if you got any questions or anything you want to share with me, or if you want me to do something for your kids, give you some insights, you want me to evaluate your kids, if you want me to talk to your high school football teams or your college football teams, reach out. Go to Lionel Vital Team on Instagram, and I'll get back with you.
Amazing. Make
Appreciate
sure to check
you,
them
Coach.
out.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you for tuning in. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment. Make sure to come check us out at the golf tournament, the skills camp. The link is in the bio. Thank you for tuning in. We catch you guys on the next one.
Look forward to seeing you guys.